Yo, what's up, world? Welcome back to the channel. APW Sports signing in. And the Bears have finally addressed the quarterback situation, trading for Jaguars quarterback Nick Foles for a 4th round compensatory pick. And honestly, I would have preferred Cam Newton. I really would have preferred Cam Newton over Nick Foles. But the terms of the contract and the deal is the Bears inherit the final 3 years, $50 million of Nick Foles' contract. But the Jaguars do take the dead cap charge of nearly $19 million. And, I mean, it makes sense that the Bears acquire Nick Foles because Nick Foles does have that familiarity with Matt Nagy. When Foles spent some time in Kansas City while Nagy was still there, so he has a little bit of familiarity with the offense and the things like that. But I would have loved to see Cam Newton versus Nick Foles. Nick Foles has been up and down throughout most of his career. He's had some injuries last year. Cam Newton has some injuries too, but I would have preferred Cam Newton because he brings a different dynamic with his speed and his legs and his big, strong body and his big, strong arm. I would have loved to see Cam here, but Cam is a little bit more expensive, but I would have preferred Cam. Foles is not a bad choice. He's one of those guys that's going to give Trubisky some competition in the quarterback room. And it's interesting to see how this is going to play out going forward, as the Bears were on record committing to Mitch and just a few months ago. And it's really weird to see that the Bears went to get a quality backup that could potentially be a starter. This is a very, very interesting thing. Nick Foles, he does have that pedigree of winning a Super Bowl and being a Super Bowl MVP. And he has that experience of being in playoff games and knowing how to win playoff games. So this is going to be a very, very interesting dynamic for the Bears quarterback position going into next season. But it's just weird to see that the Bears really took that leap and got a quarterback that's on a really higher contract, and it's a longer lived contract than a Cam Newton's contract would have been. So even if Nick Foles doesn't work out, you're still stuck with a lot of dead money versus Cam Newton's contract, which is a lot shorter than Nick Foles' 3 years, $50 million that you have left. It's an interesting thing to see going forward. Trubisky has to, and I mean has to, get it together, or else we're going to see Nick Foles in that quarterback for the far future. We're going to see it. Nick Foles does have some familiarity with the offense, like I said. It's just going to be weird that this is probably going to create a really tough quarterback controversy this training camp during this preseason. It's just really going to be tough for that competition to happen. And I mean, I agree with getting a backup. I would have preferred Cam Newton. I really would have. And I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you guys. I really would have preferred Cam Newton over Nick Foles. Nick Foles, he's not bad at all. He's not a bad quarterback. He's very solid. It's just I would have more liked to see Cam Newton because I think he brings more of a different dynamic than Nick Foles brings. And Nick Foles has been around a lot, so he's been through a lot, won a Super Bowl. It's just crazy to see that the Bears really are going all in. They are really going all in this offseason. They are really going all in with the moves that they're making. And this move to acquire Nick Foles is just more of an example of the Bears really going all in on this. They are in very win now mode. They are in win now mode with this move. But do I like it? I'm going to say not really, because I would have preferred Cam Newton. I really would have preferred Cam Newton over Nick Foles. But the Bears do acquire a backup quarterback, something that they need. The next step, address the offensive line, because no matter what quarterback you're going to have, if he has a bad line in front of him, he's going to get killed. And Trubisky has more athleticism than Foles. So I think even with acquiring Foles, Trubisky works better because he's more athletic than Nick Foles, who's basically a statue in the pocket. So I'm not going to say I like this move. I understand it, but I don't like it. I would have preferred Cam Newton. I don't like this move. But that's all I've got for you guys. Be sure to stay absolutely safe out there and just be careful of the things around you with all this virus going on. And you guys, just make sure that you have a great and excellent day. And I will see you guys next time. Peace out.
I wanna say thank you to my mom and my daddy for making love the night that you had me. Wanna thank my friends, my sister and my brother.